Then it says Manulife Insurance misconstrued CBI report on the corporate customer service job duties. Attempt number 2 to sway the blame from Bell Mobility. Okay. So, deception of a corporate department. Here are my highlights. Reports stated that our department has 51% of idle time. Please feel free to read. And it's saying that the job tasks are deemed low risk for tendinitis. Okay. This idle time include tasks where the mouse and keyboard are not required. Okay. So please feel free to read before I enlarge. Please feel free to read the same thing I just stated here, okay? Stated prior, okay? I'm not the only one, as I said, got injured on the job. Please feel free to read at the bottom. It's still saying here about 51% of idle time, and this was when Danielle completed the report. They're saying the report was completed in January. If the report was completed, it would have been different, because I told you January to November is so demanding. I'm not the only one that was injured on the job, okay? But December, because Danielle took this report, the analyze our job in December, they're thinking that the job is low risk. This was a false report on our job duties. Okay, it says here that the CBI report was done in December 19, 2019. December 19, 2017. Okay. The information I actually extracted, however, I have placed my comments. Okay. The information in green came from the report. The information in yellow is basically telling you that this was actually what it was and not what they are saying. Okay. They're trying to cover up to make it seem that our work was low risk. Okay, it says December 19, 2017. In the report from MANULIFE, they're saying that the report was done in January. January to November is really demanding. In December, because it's low season, right, we may find that there may be some low time, therefore this month did not give us a true report on our job duties. They chose to do oh, they try to be smart, I tell you. They chose to do the analysis within a low season month, December. Here they're saying that we have number 2, 20 to 30 incoming calls per day. No, it should have been 33 incoming calls within 3 hours. Can you imagine? Just picture it, okay? 3, they said a combination of calls and emails are 6.5 hours. Nope. Combination should be 7 hours with 3.5 emails per hour within 4 hours. Okay. 4, they said idle time for the day without any physical interaction with the computer is 51%. This should have been with 3 hours online. Okay, same thing. I'm just 7-hour day, work day. 7 hours really at the computer. Okay, with 3 hours online, 33 incoming calls, right? And 4 hours offline to complete 3.5 emails per hour. Where was the idle time? And I did say when I went on the team, there were about 51 of us on the front line. And then some were fired, some I guess resigned, because I wonder where the people went, eh? And then some were injured, like myself. Okay, so in 2016 I realized that it was they said I came last, 40 out of 40. Remember that? Okay, so please feel free to pause and read these sections. Okay, so here, as you can see, December 19, 2017, and I said the information I've already provided my feedback on what they're saying. And then in this section, As you can see, the report says December 19, 2017, and when they, I guess, communicate the report to MANULIFE, it was done after they compiled everything. It was done on January 26, 2018. Now, MANULIFE in their letter indicated that our job duties were analyzed on January 26, 2018. You see the deception of the insurance company. They got the report and knew that it was done in December, yet they reported it as January. False. This information I've extracted here. Okay, so please feel free to read, because they're saying that we had 37% of the workday. Mousing account for 37% of the workday. Keyboarding, right? Keyboard account for 12% of the workday. And we had 51% of idle time. Can you imagine? I guess Bell have money to waste, eh? If so many people are on front line and we do not have much to do. Okay? Anyone see this report would actually believe that this report is false. All right, so please feel free to review. We went through slavery. Here is proof that December is not included in our performance review for the year, each year, right? Only January to November. Here it is. This is this is 2015 annual performance report, and as you can see, it shows here year-end results from January to November. However, this I've extracted from the report, because whatever, I was not in agreement with the report. I was just making my notes here. Their report was done in December, but when they reported it, right, they reported it stating that the work was our work was evaluated in January. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. As you could see, it was done in December. All right. And December is always, as I said, considered a low season month. All right. So it's not included, and there's a reason. All right. As you can see, making up stories. Okay. Thank you. As I said here, with 7 hours of keyboard, where is the 51% of idle time? I did my own research and all that, calculations, okay? Please feel free to read. So here, I was on point, okay? Because in 2016, right, as I said, the activities in 2016 were 3:15 seconds, 5 minutes, 25 seconds per talk time, 3 hours online, okay? And 4 hours for emails, 3.5 hours per 3.5 emails per hour offline. Please feel free to read, because I did say approximately 11 calls supposed to be taken within 11 calls per hour, right, for 3 hours. So it would have been 33 calls expected. All right, and 3.5. There it is. Please free to read. And here is the information from the system. This was my results. I failed trying to get used to the system. This is average handling time, AHT. This is for calls, 3:15. There it is, 3:15. Okay, my result was 5:27. It should have been talk time should have been less. Okay, and the productivity, there it is, 3.5. There it is, 3.5. Okay, so it here speaks for itself. 5 minutes 25 seconds of talk time per call online for 3 hours. Productivity increased, measured 3.5 emails per hour for 4 hours. Okay, not lying. Please feel free to read. Okay? Pause and read. Thank you. So please feel free to look at this. We have various shifts. We can choose our shift what we need, what we want. That suits us actually. My shift, I had 8:30 to 5 o'clock. I had 1 hour lunch. I took my 1 hour lunch so that I sing so I can have time to practice and all that, But yeah, we all work. Have 7 hours of work, 7 hours, not 6.5 as per Daniel. Okay, compare frontline versus back office. Okay, so here is um, Erin Boynton's report, which we already went through, right? Um, this is a WSIB. WSIB did say that the employer has confirmed that the speed of the work was increased. Oh my God, it's about 4 or 5 times what I've used to from back office for basically almost 18 years. However, the employer was as indicated that the job was largely the same, not the same at all. You will see. All right, and this is Erin Boynton's report when she's stated that she said providing a position where she did not have to do much keyboarding. Yeah, they knew something was wrong there. Okay, please feel free to read. So, as I told you, so back office, it had increased to 0.55 up to when I was demoted. The last time there was March, it was 0.55, right? And so there were three measurements: see contracts desk, back office, three measurements: renewal, and then done productivity carried the most weight. Please feel free to read. Okay, and the target was 0.55. The target, that means you have to do 5.5 emails per day, not per hour, per day. Okay, so it's not demanded, because what they would do for the month, they would divide the number of hours worked, and that's how they will recognize if you are meeting the target. Okay, now for frontline, let me see, frontline, it says 3.5 emails per hour for 4 hours, not per day, for per hour, so for 4 hours. Okay, and so it reflected here. Please feel free to freeze and review. So contracts desk, we had three measurements, as I did indicate. Productivity carried the most rate. Please feel free to freeze and read. And customer service front line, 3.5 emails per hour. Okay, you notice I say here for back office, it's per day. Okay, this is per hour. All right, please feel free to freeze and read. Regarding these measurements, just want you to know that contracts desk only focus on productivity and quality. We do not focus on HT, CHT, or FCR. Okay, as you can see here, with AHT, this is the average handling time, which is the calls online. Okay, 5 minutes. You only have 5 minutes and 25 seconds to talk to the client and enter information, everything. It's crazy. Okay, it's crazy. And you speak with the client while opening various applications based on the need, making memo notes while conversing with client, update system with client requests, add and remove incompatible features, future date. We're doing all this and then some. Complete memo notes as call ends, and if call is over 5 minutes and 25 seconds, huh, reps do not meet the requirements. Please feel free to read. This case handling time, we didn't even know what this was about. Okay, it seems as if everybody was feeling this. With the first case call resolution, this was ridiculous. First call resolution, it means that if you get a case comes in via email, and when you respond to the client, you have to make sure it's one and done. If that case, if that same case returned to you, if the customer have questions, you fail because the case returned to you. If the case returned to you with the client having like a new request, but return that same email with new information, you fail. You fail the case. Okay, so it was just ridiculous. Please feel free to read. Things were just not fair. All right, and compared to contracts desk was much better. Okay. So here it says contracts desk. For contracts desk back office, I had 66 calls over a period of 3 months. Over a period of 3 months. So if you notice here, please feel free to read my section. You notice that I only maybe receive like 4 calls or 2 calls per day. A maximum over a 3 month period, I only receive a maximum of 6 calls for the day. For the 6 calls for a day, a maximum once. Six calls came in, and these calls were internal. These calls were from the customer service department that I was demoted, right? They called to inquire, and we provide information. Now please feel free to read. All right, this, you have to do 33 calls in space of 3 hours. Okay, and it cannot be long on the call. If you are long, over 5 minutes and 25 seconds, you fail the call. You understand? So you're supposed to be doing 11 calls per hour. Okay, 11 calls per hour for 3 hours. Please feel free to read. And this is the proof that I'm not lying. In August, I failed because I'm new to this, and then my hand swollen, working swollen hand and stuff. I actually, in almost 3 hours, I had 28 calls. You see that? 28 calls in almost 3 hours. So where's the idle time? So for the entire month, I completed 341 calls, which was still under the target. Okay. So applications that we have to use for back office, are about 10, yeah. And then measurements the same, not the same actually. Some of the information are the same, like back office, but we had more to look into. These are the measurements for frontline customer service measurement. And this shows here the corporate contracts desk. I was placed 11 out of 31, year end 2015. And then because they sabotaged my work, yeah, I only work in the position for 4 months and 6 days. And then I was placed last on the team, 40 out of 40. I am not, but they ensure that it was, okay? Terminated from my job of 20 years with an injury without severance pay, with only 26 days notice due to falsified reports from MANULIFE Insurance, WSIB, the medical doctor CBI Health Group. That's the one who came and analyzed our work and stated that our work is low risk, on 51% of idle time. The mobility was confident that they had justification to terminate my service. Okay, they don't like smart people, eh? So please feel free to read. It's a bit blurry because that's what it came like that, just like light. But anyway, I'm able to extract this information. I have posted information, that things that I have shown you previously, right? So Bell Mobility, every year we have to sign this code of conduct. Bell Mobility never honored their code of. They signed that they're gonna do this for me, and they did not. You're telling me you are reminded as indicated in the company's business code of conduct, that any confidential matters or documents that may have come to your knowledge or possession during your employment with Bell shall remain confidential, and confidential documents are to be returned to your leader immediately. Now listen, this company was violating the Human Rights Act. This company was violating every act possible, including the same thing we agreed on. This company business code of conduct, we both signed. They're going to do this for me. They're going to provide safety. They're going to provide accommodation. And then you're telling me, because they know that I have things in my possession, because when I questioned my supervisor about the sabotage that they were doing, my supervisor said, well, there's nothing else he can do at that point in time. Listen, I am posting. So it's quit, Bell. It's quit. All right. You didn't honor your thing. So that means that it was, if you didn't honor it, that is mean that it was null and void. So I can post, okay? I can post this. All right. Please feel free to read. Slavery has been over years ago. Because I'm a black person? No. As my song said, I am a child of God, okay? Got terminated. I emailed Adrian. I told him I got terminated, would be forwarding the letter soon. And I said, hi, Adrian, got terminated, would be forwarding the letter soon. Okay. And then he said, he will draft a claim against me to start a lawsuit. Now, I don't know what he's talking about, okay? I don't know. But I guess I had to meet him at some point in time. This was on the same date I was terminated, okay, 24th of May, 28th. So this was a termination letter. Please feel free to read what it entails. I did outline it there. And it states here that by law I am entitled to 8 weeks notice. Okay, I'm going to enlarge this. It says, notice or please feel free to read this. I'm supposed to get 8 weeks notice or 8 weeks pay, right? If I work there 8 years and more. I was there, this was my 20th year. So I did not get 8 weeks notice. I got 26 days notice, okay? So if I had returned to work, because my department was communicating with me, well, friends, there are people there, and they told me that things had changed. So observation, I had noticed that every time when they are trying to get me back at work, they change our job. They changed for the worse. It's changed for the worse. So now this again is changed for the worse, because now they had the reps for an entire day online. Please feel free to read. Please feel free to read, because it was even worse than when I just started there. This is worse. Okay. So terminated from my job on May 24th. Adrian Nicolini had already stated that they should not put me in my regular position, right? But they were telling me to go back to my regular position, okay? Terminated from my job. Can you imagine? On May 24th. And remember, Dr. James Chang got a letter from MANULIFE on March 28th stating that he should respond to the report on the reason why I could not return to work, right? I even, on my various visits to Dr. Chang's office for the report, I stated that he could use Dr. Silverberg's report, and respond to MANULIFE. Okay, please feel free to read. Dr. James Chang actually provided a report a day after I was fired. So I saw him on the 22nd of May, the 22nd of May, and I pleaded with him, please, doc, I'm about to lose my job. This is my final, right, letter. And my doctor refused. So he knew I was getting fired, because a day after he's trying to cover himself. As you can recall, when I received my first warning letter, it actually states that first warning letter on April 27, 2018, right? It actually stated, to date, MANULIFE has confirmed that they have not received any new medical information to justify an absence from work after April 2nd, 2018, right? And here again, it's forcing me back in my regular position. You are required to come back to work on Wednesday, May 2nd, 2018 at 8:30 at your regular work location. And then reminder, after the letter, the WSIB lawyer Adrian Nicolini had submitted this letter, right, on May 1st to state that that return to my regular position is not with it. It says, in fact, Ms. Grant's treating specialist Dr. Silverberg has confirmed that a return to her regular position will only serve to worsen her medical condition. You understand? Please feel free to read if you did not do so earlier, okay? And they did attach the evaluation report, okay? Thank you. I brought this one also forward to remind you that Dr. James Chang did not respond to MANULIFE. As you can see here, it says a copy of the independence examination report was sent to your attending physician, Dr. Chang. We did not receive a response further to our communication with your physician sent on March 28, 2018. Okay. Please feel free to read if you didn't do so earlier. This I just brought this other communication from April 12, 2018. Okay, MANULIFE was letting me know, and each time I will go to my doctor to say, Doc, please, can you please write the report? Dr. James Chang waited a day after I was fired from my job on May 24th. A day after, on May 25th, that is when Dr. James Chang sent the report to MANULIFE Insurance, Adele. Okay, as you can see here, Adele, May 25th, Adele, this is MANULIFE. And Dr. James Chang was responding a day after I was fired to the report of March 28, 2018. This is just a proof here. This is a reply to your letter, which was March 28, 2018 regarding delaying grant. This is what my doctor did, eh? The Bible said, trust no man, and I actually trusted my doctor. Trust no man. Trust no man. I thought my doctor was doing right by me. Okay? The report actually was misconstrued because he was trying to cover himself. This is page 1 of 3. And he was trying to cover himself because my first visit was not on September 15, 2016. On reviewing my note, I note that she had first complained of pain in her right hand involving her right thumb and wrist on the visit of September 15, 2016. As you all were made aware that I saw Dr. James Chang on August 8, 2016, and I was given Voltaren cream and told to wear a brace at night. Okay, so some of the information, like it's some information is correct, but a lot of information is also incorrect. So Dr. James Chang has changed up dates and thing and whatever to cover himself. Okay, please feel free to read if you have not done so. And a lot of information also were false. So not everything in there. As a matter of fact, I just couldn't read all of it because it was just false report on my health. Please feel free to read. Thank you. I brought these forward again so you can see. Okay, March 28, 2018, when MANULIFE actually violated my rights, right? MANULIFE indicated that examination report was sent to my attending physician, and after when I got it on a Wednesday, I saw Dr. James Chang the following day, March 29. Normally I don't get an appointment that quickly, but I was able to, right? On March 29th, I saw Dr. James Chang. And then on April 12th, another email to state that a copy of the independent medical report was sent to your attending physician. Dr. James Chang still has not responded. Okay, you see the period, the time period, right? And then again on April 17th, 2018, I visited the office of Dr. James Chang, pleading with him, please, doc, please send a report. Even, okay, send Dr. Silverberg's report that you have received, all that. All right, please feel free to read if you didn't do so the last time. Okay, thank you. Here I've brought forward the reminders that I saw Dr. James Chang prior to September 15, 2016. Here he has confirmed that this patient was initially seen August 8, 2016. There it is, right? And here the doctor's note, which was given when he was at Humber Regional Hospital, the doctor's note is dated September 6, 2016. If you can recall, please feel free to pause and read my doodles. Okay, thank you. All right, thank you. This section it contains part 2 and 3 of the misconstrued medical report of Dr. James Chang. Please feel free to read, because here Dr. James Chang sent the report 2 months. It was basically 2 months late, right? I was terminated from my job with a disability and without severance pay, right? I just wanted to go through, although the report was misconstrued, just to suit Dr. James Chan's dates and stuff. Some information was correct, but some dates and some information was inserted that should not have been, and all that, right? I just want you to realize that in this report, there's no mention of me being mental. All right, I brought this forward for a reason, and that nothing it says. It says here that I know definitely I did not require psychiatric evaluation. There's nothing in this report or any other report from Dr. James Chang or any other report from the other medical professionals. There's nothing in their report. If you want to go back and look, there's nothing in those reports that stated that I was mental. Okay, and please feel free. Dr. James Chang was just covering up for his negligence. Please feel free to pause and read. Okay, and please read the report just as proof that it does not contain anything regarding mental issue. Okay, Dr. James Chang here did confirm that I still had decrovane tenosynovitis. I have handled this problem initially regarding decrovane tenosynovitis, and after 2 to 3 months, when there is no improvement, I did refer a rheumatologist who usually deals with these severe cases, more severe cases, right? Because my case became severe. You understand? And they said, I did review the test done by Dr. Erin Boynton, who I'm sure is extremely well qualified. No, she was not, because she didn't do anything. She is not greater than machine, and she did not send me for any test or anything. But at this point, I feel any further recommendation should be made by one of the specialists who have been following her, likely Dr. Silverberg. Okay, please feel free to read. Okay, all right, and I think I can backtrack here. You have a copy of most of my notes. That's what he said to MANULIFE, and that the patient continues to have pain in the right forearm and right wrist. Can you imagine? She was last seen on May 3rd. No, it was May 22nd. And presently, care of her wrist problems have been followed by Dr. Silverberg. Okay, just as you know, as we confirmed here on May 3rd, that I still had pain, eh? Okay, you could have written that report from March 28th into early April. all right? But I was a bit disappointed here, right? Is listen to this. I have to write the overall here. Since Manulife Insurance became involved, Dr. James Chang's actions were questionable between May 2017 and May 2018. Dr. James Chang insisted that he did not know much about my injury. Therefore, the reason why I was referred to a specialist. He actually refused to assist me, my doctor, his patient of almost 20 years. How convenient was that Dr. James Chang stated it in the report that he does not have the expertise to come in, but still gave his opinion. I feel she's able to work. Oh no, wrong move, doc, wrong move. I really don't think, this is what it says here, I really don't think I have the expertise to comment further on the situation at this time. I feel that she's able to work at some job that does not require excessive use of her right hand and wrist. What do you know, doc? You say you do not know about my injury, so why are you giving your opinion? You don't, you don't know what I was feeling. I was having sleepless night with pain. Which job could I go and work when I'm having sleepless nights in pain? My job, Bell, pays very well. Pays very well. And Bell had those opportunities available. Bell could have put me elsewhere, maybe at one of the stores in the mall, so that so I didn't have to lose my job. My salary per hour was very good. It was paying my bills, right? Getting fired now, and for me to do that, they're not going to pay me what Bell, not even half of what Bell was paying me. I could have been getting more at Bell if I wasn't discriminated against regarding positions in finance. But what I got anyway was still good enough to pay my bills. So what are you saying? I'm not good enough to stay at Bell? That's what you're saying, Doc? Manulife and Bell? I wasn't good enough. I should go and maybe do something on the streets or something. Please feel free to pause and read. Thank you. I brought this one forward. It's still part 3. Okay, for a reason, because Dr. James Chang stated here that I was last seen on May 3rd. Just to tell you one of his cover-up, the dates. He has everything written down, yet he didn't include May 22nd. So I saw Dr. James Chang on May 22nd. May 3rd wasn't my last day. When I went to Dr. James Chang's office on May 22nd, right, this was after I received that last warning letter. This time I was pleading with him. I said, Doc, please, I do not wish to lose my job, please. And the tears was running down my eyes this time, because it's like, I can't believe that my doctor is actually doing this to me. Please send a report, Doc, please send a report. You know what my doc did? My doc actually gave me a prescription for mental to get meds. Can you imagine? And I said, come on, doc, come on. All this time I've been coming to your office. I've never cried. I wasn't expecting this. Now I'm about to lose my job. And because I'm shedding a tear, isn't that normal for anyone who's about to lose their job? You want to put me on meds? That's what I said to my doc. And I said, no, I'm not mental here, so I'm not going to take it. You understand? So he didn't include it, that date. However, just giving a little snippet here. Please feel free to read this little snippet. This is May 3rd. I went to Dr. Chang. This is Dr. Chang, right? And on May 22nd, I also went to Dr. Chang's office. And guess what happened? The Ministry of Health had this. So we are not supposed to be emotional at any point in time. So when anyone hurt us or do anything wrong, we, I guess, not supposed to show any emotion. This is what actually this doctor, this medical the company is actually medical Ministry of Health is actually saying. You understand? Or maybe the medical system here. As soon as they start to show some type of emotion, all of a sudden you're mental. Please feel free to read. Okay? Thank you. I went to Dr. James Chang with this form that I received from I was told by the WSIB lawyer to go to Service Canada, right, for medical certificate, that which I should take to my doctor, Dr. James Chang. So I actually saw him, as you can, it's confirmed here, because he completed this form. I saw Dr. James Chang on the 1st of May 2018. Okay, Dr. James Chang indicated my last first day absent from work. First day absent from work, this is the second time now, right? The 25th of October 2017. That's it right here. And when my return to work was unknown. That's unknown right there. Okay, please feel free to review. And then in this section, I just want to make mention here that Bell Mobility confirmed here that my pay, my last pay, was the 31st of March 2018. That was my last pay. Okay, because MANULIFE sees my benefit as of April 2nd. All right, so MANULIFE owes me for 1 month short-term disability. This is just proof. Okay, please feel free to review, read and review. Thank you. I've included this, my pay stubs, pay stubs that confirm that my last pay, you can see, the 31st of March 2018. This is when I received my last pay at Bell. Okay. For the month of April, as you can see, no pay. 1st of April 2018, no pay. No pay. All right, please feel free to review. MANULIFE had cheated me of my short-term disability, and the deception continued. Okay, because here Bell trying to cheat me out of my pension, my retirement fund. Okay, please feel free to read here and here. I just want to please feel free to pause and read. Okay, I'm just going to give you a short version here, okay? Here, they said my first day worked, that's at Bell Mobility, was the 20th of October 2002. Do you know that the 20th of October was a Sunday? On 2002? Look it up. So they stated that was my first day at work, okay? And I started working there on June. As a matter of fact, as I explained here, I started working there in 1997 via the agency. And then Bell Mobility took a few of us from the agency. I was one of them. And I was employed on June 8, 1998. That's when I was employed. I was working there temporary through the agency and then employed in June 1998. Okay? And then they're saying here that my first day work in 2002, no, it was June 8, 1998. Okay, and anyone that's employed before July 2000, we are in the best pension pool ever. We're in the best pension pool ever. We're really set. When we're tired, you have nothing to worry about, because the pension pool, which generates cash too, it's good, right? And what Bell did, after I got fired, Bell actually indicated that I started there at 2002. I was hired after 2000. Can you see that? To cheat me out of my disability and my pension. This deception meant that my retirement fund is incorrect. It should have been more than what they released to me when I was fired. Bell, you owe me, and you owe me big time. Please feel free to read. Okay, pause and read. Thank you. So here they talk about my rights as an employee. It says right to know. You have the right to inform of known or foreseeable hazards in the workplace, and that's what I did. And no, they did not accommodate today. Please feel free to read. The lawyer, I indicated to the lawyer that I was terminated, and then I to the lawyer that I got I got 2 weeks pay, because the insurance company did state that I would have received 2 weeks pay. Not insurance company, Bell Mobility, in the termination letter did inform that I would receive 2 weeks pay. If you could read that. However, Adrian Nicolini stated that I should accept the money and they will sue for anything thereafter. I did not feel like I should accept the money, because it seemed as if it was a final, a sign off. But I am responding to the lawyer. It says, yes, you can accept this money for now. We will sue for the difference. Okay. Mobility I was sent to collection. So the 2 weeks that they gave to me, I was actually sent to collection because payroll department was being wrong and strong that I returned the money. It's in writing that I should get 2 weeks. So anyway, they sent me to collection and I pleaded my case to collections. Because that I got should be 9 weeks, because I had 9 weeks pay. Here the termination letter stated it. I only received 2 weeks. You will be paid an outstanding wages or vacation pay. If you can see clearly, but it did say 2 weeks, so I got that. Should have been 9. As I said, I have 9 weeks vacation. Okay, so I was sent to collections, and whatever the salary I got, payroll again was asking me for less. But anyway, I spoke with collections, and then collections told me to contact Bell. After I contact Bell, they didn't send any more warning letter to me anyway. Okay, this was the second notice from Bell, and then this was a notice I received from collections. Please feel free. This was the part of the vacation pay, 2 weeks vacation pay. Okay. Mobility injured my career goal in several ways. Okay, please feel free to read. I was always on loan. I assisted finance and auditing, and was never a part of their team. As I indicated to you previously, this is proof that management, Charmaine and my supervisor, knew about my studies, right? That I'm working towards my CPA. It changed to in 2014, right? And that I had graduated, with honors. I gave all my achievements. Actually, I was given to Charmaine to include on my file. All my achievements. Please feel free to review. This is to confirm that I was corresponding with CPA during 2017. Okay, please feel free to review. I was given a deadline. You see, I was eventually expelled from CPA. I was still unable to attend school or pay membership fee. I had no income, wrongfully fired from my job, and I was still injured. So please feel free to read. I could no longer attend school because of my injury. And then I was paying my membership fee up until the point wherein I could no longer, because I was not receiving the necessary funds, especially since I got fired from my job. I could not pay membership fee anymore. So on March 6, 2019, I was getting my warning letters, but now I was suspended, as of March 5th, 2019. I got started in March, and I had a deadline in May to make payment, and I was unable to. Therefore, I was expelled. Please feel free to read. Please feel free to read. Please feel free to read. I knew it was because of the union. All right, that mobility came hard on me. I maybe they would still do the same thing, but definitely they wanted me out because I was trying to be a part of the union. So 2080 reports indicated, I guess, 12%. I guess I was one of them. I was fired. Please feel free to read. It was reduced by 12%. Okay. Decovin tenosynovitis. 5 years later, I have not recovered from my injury. I have no benefits, therefore unable to attend physio, no government assistance, no income, left on my own with my injury. Okay, nothing from the system. So here am I, 2019. I went to Great Lakes Medical. This is to confirm. I went and get this in 2019, and I had a hard time. That's why I knew something was wrong. I had a hard time for the first time with Great Lakes, but then I asked for a medical report and they refused to give to me. But I eventually got this letter to confirm that I attended their clinic. For this reason, the patient was diagnosed with Decovin tendinitis, and these are the dates I attended. So you notice up to February 2019, I still had Decovin tendinitis, and then ultrasound proved in January 2019 that I still had Decovin tendinitis. Yeah, and I was fired from my work. There I am, May 2016. This is a swollen hand. You notice it's different. It's swollen, but if you thought that different, depends on the angle, you know. But you can still see that it is swollen. I saw a specialist. The Great Lakes Medical sent me to see specialist Amanda Murphy. She saw that she confirmed the Decovin tenosynovitis, and then afterwards she actually had she gave me a requisition to get OHIP, but unfortunately I had to be either under 18 or over 65 to receive treatment. Okay. So 2019 report, there was an increase. Can you imagine? Was I the last, or also ever else there were? Were we the last of the union, those who try to solicit the union? Because all of a sudden in 2019, the year-end report shows that there was an increase. Wow, was mobility that obvious? After I was fired, the employees of mobility increased 20%. The year 2018 ended with 12% employees, but the year 2019 ended with 20% employees. But mobility employment increased by 8% in 2019. Right? Wow. After I was fired. 2020, I still had right Decovin tenosynovitis. 2020. And now and again, scars would appear. It's like, tissues trying to heal. So now and again, I'm just showing you one off. It will come up now and again. Yeah. Okay. And this, and I will get to this in another slide. This actually showed on September 28, 2020, that the ultrasound, I was sent for ultrasound for my arm and forearm, yes, and the result came that I did have right Decovin tenosynovitis. I didn't get the result, but the doctor had to send me because there was still a swelling on my hand. The financial report, increase continues, 38%. It continued. Okay, and the increase continued. The employees of mobility increased to 38% in 2020. Since a major layoff in 2012, mobility was reduced to 13%, right, of employees, which remained for the most part the same for 5 years, 2013, 14, 15, 16, and 17. After I was fired in 2018, reduced to 12%. There had been growth in the number of employees for mobility by 26% in 2020. Now, can you imagine? Let's go back between 2019 and 2020, total of 38%, I should say. Yeah. Injury still existed in 2021. Decovin tenosynovitis didn't go away. Injury still existed in 2022 to present. 2023 didn't go away. Decovin tenosynovitis. This is a picture of my hand. Now and again, this pops up on my hand. Now and again, it's like the area is still trying to be healed, so it's trying to do things on its own, I guess. But yeah, sometimes it's not there, but the hand is still swollen, but then these scars will pop up now and again. just to show you that I guess the area is just the body's trying to heal itself. Okay, please feel free to review. It is there, all even in this area. Yeah, yeah. Wow. So March 2018, that's what my hand looked like. In December 2022, that's what my hand looked like. In January 2023, notice a different angle, but you can see, you're not seeing the curve like this, my friend here. You're seeing it squared, the entire arm still swollen. 2023, this year, okay? My mobility finally got rid of the frontline team. I heard from Rose, who she's also injured on the job. She was also injured, right? And she was on the same journey with me, but I will bring some points out in my other slides where this is concerned. She told me in 2022 that Bell finally got rid of the entire department. Yeah. Would you trust this company? No empathy. In 2002, nothing was wrong with me. I brought that out in a previous previous presentation when Bell Mobility had me working. Just please feel free to read. Bell Mobility has not accommodated me. Bell Mobility discriminated against me. 2002 and 2016 I complied. I complied at all times except for 2018, because what was this company trying to do to me? I think it was trying to kill me or trying to get rid of me, Oh my God. So I stood up, and because I stood up for my right, I got fired without severance and with an injury, work-related injury. Lost trust in Bell Mobility, useless discrimination towards my health. Third time, lost for words. Fourth time, stood up for my health. That is it. Please feel free to pause and read. Okay? And I brought it out what 2002 was about, that I was compliant. And I did mention that before. I was compliant. There was no accommodation. I was compliant in 2016. Went back to work for 12 weeks with my injury. No accommodation from them. 2017 again, they sent me back to use my left hand. That's this is number 3. No accommodation by Bell Mobility. Had me working in my pain. Oh, this one. 2018, non-compliance. I did not comply this time because honestly, Bell, it is like they want to damage me for life. So please feel free to read. Okay, thank you. A few of the many volunteered activities while working at Bell Mobility. Okay, so I have volunteered for singer. Clicks for Bell Walk so kids can talk. This is a yearly event at Bell, and I was the anthem singer. I was asked a few times, right? I was an anthem singer. Glad to have you on board, and they gave me the details. I was the anthem singer. Here I am with this was what's his name again? Steve Anthony. Yes, Steve Anthony from CP24. He and I were doing a little singing there, entertaining the crowd, right? A short duet, right? So yeah, this was in 2015, the year before I got my injury when I was demoted. But here I am, right? Steve, I'm singing the Canadian national anthem, O Canada, on behalf of Mobility in April 2015. My right hand was not swollen. I was holding the mic with my right hand. It looks smooth. It's not swollen. Okay. Although I participated in the Bell Walk so kids can talk event, Mobility still continues the discrimination towards me and denied all opportunities within the year that were towards my career path. Within that year, I'm doing things for Bell and they're still denying me. Okay. That's me singing. Oh, Canada. So I was a volunteer. I did volunteer as a fire warden while I was at Bell Mobility, and I even if I change move within my department there, I was always a fire warden. And then I was one of the Christmas singers at my um, in my department. My department is sectionalized, right? So we have our Christmas party, and I was one of the singers. And even when I was off, I was still nominated by my peers, and I got a trophy, Best Musical Dealing Grant, CCC, Customer Service Center in 2016. So I got, yeah, a trophy, an award, that is. Okay, on March 21st, 2022, sorry, the words from the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau. Justin Trudeau said, March 21st is the International Day of the Elimination of Racial Discrimination. Yeah, okay, he's speaking out. It's up to everyone to come together and reject all forms of racism, discrimination, and hatred, and to take action whenever we see it. So no, Justin Trudeau, I'm taking action. So when you see this, what are you going to do? Because you can clearly see that I was being discriminated. So I'm holding you at your word. I actually put this in because you stated that it's March 21st is the International Day of Elimination of Racial Discrimination. All right, the system discriminated about against me, and and I have more information to present so you can understand exactly what went on. Okay. It's up to everyone to come together and reject all forms of racism, discrimination, and hatred, and to take action whenever and wherever we see it. Today, let's commit to doing that, and let's continue to build a future that's fairer for everyone. Now, I'll tell you what I recognize with this country, my experience. I'm telling you, this is the website. That's my experience, that they would say one thing, but they don't do it. They just say one thing to look good in the public eyes or whatever, but they don't do it. So Justin Trudeau, I am putting this one in your hand, okay? So I have to come with my scripture. My scripture, Isaiah 40, 4-5, the King James Version. Every valley shall be exalted. Hallelujah. And every mountain and hill shall be made low, and the crooked shall be made straight, and the rough places plain, and the glory. This is all God's doing. I say, if you're fighting against me, you're fighting against God. It's not the first. God always fight my battles. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together, for the mouth of the Lord hath spoken it. My song is Victor's Crown. I have included the YouTube link, so please feel free to give a listen. Hope I'll be able to sing the song after such a long session. However, I'm going to try. You were always fighting for us, heaven's angels all around. My delight is found in knowing that you wear the victor's crown. You're my help and my defender. You're my savior and my friend. By your grace I live and breathe to worship you. At the mention of your greatness, in your name I will bow down. In your presence fear is silent, for you wear the victor's crown. Let your glory fill this temple. Let your power overflow. By your grace I live and breathe to worship you. Hallelujah. You have overcome. You have overcome. Hallelujah. Jesus, you have overcome the world. Every eye thing You are ever interceding as the lost become the found. You can never be defeated, for you wear the victor's crown. You are Jesus the Messiah. You're the hope of all the world. By your grace I live and breathe to worship you. Hallelujah. You have overcome. You have overcome. Hallelujah. Jesus, you have overcome the world. Every high thing must come down. Every stronghold shall be broken. You wear the victor's crown. You overcome. You overcome. Every high thing must come down. Every stronghold shall be broken. You wear the victor's crown. You overcome. You overcome. A little hoarse there, but I got through it, okay? Please feel free. I do have another section. Please feel free to review Systemic Racism, Criminal Acts of Nicolini Law, Morley Law, Neymark Law, and Other Entities, Parts 1 to 8, okay? Please, thank you for being you're on this journey with me, listening in, and I hope you're understanding my situation here. Okay, see you on my next presentation. Okay.